Hi everyone, Canute here at Calumet, and I want to welcome you to a Calumet Christmas Carol, a live broadcast that I have to say we don't do on a regular basis, so I don't know how this is all going to work out. I'm here in the Oasis, Calumet's newest building, and everything that you're going to see is going to be taking place inside this building, mostly downstairs. I'm so thankful to all the actors, all the people behind the cameras who have made all this stuff work out so beautifully. I think you're going to really like it. I want you to be thinking about a cool thing that we're doing tonight. It's called a love offering. For the next 90 minutes or so, Calumet is going to be receiving gifts from people like you from all over. And all that money that we collect tonight is going to be split between 5 ministry partners: Lutheran World Hunger, Lutheran Disaster Response, Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Services, the Way Station in North Conway, and Cathedral in the Night in Northampton, Massachusetts. I'm going to say more about that a little bit later. I can't tell you how interesting it's been to see all this come together. And you being here tonight is part of what this coming together looks like. Calumet Nation, all together tonight. I want you, if you're willing and you're on Facebook Live, to put in the comments section your name and where you're viewing from. And later on, I hope that we'll have pictures, selfies of your watch parties, whether you're watching just by yourself or watching with others. Let's have this be a real community event. For those of you watching on YouTube, I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that your experience is great. So let's all get ready. Let's be our best selves and pray that everyone doing the acting is going to remember all their lines. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm so glad you're here.
The ground has all gone quiet after the autumn. The leaves, they have fallen, and the earth has frozen cold. In the winter still we seek comfort from the storm. Come in from the cold, friend, where we can keep you warm. Our love will keep us warm. In the winter still we see wonder all around. A child's face at first flakes when the snow is coming down. In a sacred sunrise morning or crisp moonlight glow, in a smile that I'd forgotten from an old friend that I know, from an old friend that I know. In the winter still we hold our loved ones dear. We travel miles and miles just to be here. In the winter still we sing the same familiar songs. One silent night when we forget all the weary world's wrongs. All the weary world's wrongs. Still, there's a moment just to rest, a time to be mindful of the things we love the best, the kind of presents we yearn for when we only take the time, the moments with each other, the best gift we could find, the best gift we could find. In the winter still, we keep watch through the night. We look out for tomorrow and burn our fires bright. In the winter still we wait through the darkest days of the year. We know there's light ahead and we're all together here. We're all together here.
Hello and Merry Christmas. I've been sitting here listening to those echoes of remembered laughter, the memories of faith formed and of friendships discovered, but most especially that Calumet spirit that welcomes us all to experience the generosity, the kindness, peace, and compassion here on the lakeshore. The spirit that wraps around the hearts of so many of us. We each have our own unique story, one of formation and of finding faith, of welcome. So tonight, we invite you to hear another story and to join us, wherever you are, a space of grief or one of joy, a space where shadows linger or where light shines bright, a space where you're gathered with all your people or a space that's all your own. And know you, yes, you are welcome just as you are, to know the hope and promise of this season as we present Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Marley was dead. There's no doubt about that. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I am about to tell you. Marley was dead as a doornail, and Scrooge knew it. Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? For Scrooge and Marley had been partners for, I don't know how many years. In the end, Scrooge was Marley's sole executor, his sole administrator, his sole friend, and at his funeral, his sole mourner. And Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it still stood, 7 years later, above the office door, Scrooge and Marley.
Kelly, you're up.
Cratchit, why are you warming your hands by the fire? Did you forget your coat this morning?
No, 'tis on the rack as always.
Your hat and gloves then. Forget them at home, did you?
The same also here.
Then they are defective, unable to keep you from the winter's chill?
No, they're quite effective, sir.
Then you seem to just want to cost me money by needlessly burning good wood.
I see. I'll get back to my accounts.
Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Christmas. Humbug.
Christmas, a humbug, Uncle. Surely you don't mean that.
I surely do. What right do you have to be so merry? Christmas has never done you any good. You've never profited from it.
Well, what gives you a right to be so dismal and morose? You are certainly rich enough.
Yes. Bah humbug.
Come, Uncle, don't be so cross.
What else can I be? What else is Christmas but a time for spending money that people don't have, finding yourself a year older and not a penny richer? Well, if I had my way, every idiot who goes around with Merry Christmas on their lips would be boiled in their own pudding.
Uncle, please.
Never mind. You celebrate Christmas in your way, let me celebrate it in mine.
But you don't celebrate it.
Yeah. So what does it matter to you? What is Christmas to you anyway? You've never profited from it.
Well, sure, but there are many things in life from which I've derived good but not profited. There is more to life than just money, Uncle. In fact, I believe Christmas is a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, and pleasant time. A time when people open up their hearts to one another and put aside their selfish ambitions to focus on the common good. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that Christmas has done me good and will continue to do me good. And so I say, God bless it.
You're a powerful speaker, nephew. Perhaps you should run for office.
I am sorry, Uncle. I do believe I've accomplished the opposite of my intentions with this visit. I first came to invite you to Christmas dinner tomorrow noon with our family.
I'd rather eat rotten meat than dine with you tomorrow.
Uncle, how could you say such things?
Why did you get married?
What?
Why did you marry that woman?
Clara. Because I fell in love.
Love. Humbug. Good day.
You never came to visit before I was married. Why give it as a reason not to come now?
Good day.
I'm sorry if I've given offense, Uncle. I wish only to be friends.
Good day.
Very well. I will take my leave. I have nothing but the warmest regards for you, Uncle, and so I will wish you a Merry Christmas as I do.
Good day! Good,
And a Happy New Year.
Good day!
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. I am Mr. Eugene Peterson, and this is my colleague, Mr. Jonathan Hayes. Do we have the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Marley's been dead these 7 years. In fact, 7 years ago this very evening.
I see. Well, we have no doubt that his legacy of philanthropy will be well represented by his surviving partner. You see, at this festive season of the year, it is more than desirable that we, who are so well off, should give some slight donation to the poor.
Tell me, Mr. Hayes, the prisons, are they no longer around?
They are. Too many, some might say.
And Mr. Peterson, the union workhouses, are they no longer in operation?
They are, although I wish I could say they're not.
Oh, good. I was worried from what you said that the prisons and workhouses had somehow stopped in their useful service to society.
Yes, well, neither workhouses nor prisons provide any Christian compassion or charity. It is the charity of others that truly helps. How much shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I pay my taxes to keep the prisons and workhouses in operation. Those who are not well off should go there.
But many would rather die than go there.
Well, if they'd rather die, they better hurry up and do it and decrease the surplus population. Good day.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
What's that? What's going on?
You a Merry
Young carolers, by the door, sir.
Move along! Get out of here! I suppose that you're going to want the day off tomorrow, too?
If convenient, sir.
Well, it's not convenient paying you a day's wage for no work. It's not fair.
But Christmas, it comes just once a year, sir.
It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you shall have it. But be here all the earlier the next day.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Go on, then.
Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol in the fall of 1843, during what is known in Great Britain as the Hungry Forties. It was a time of great economic disparity and poverty, and it saw many, many families struggling to survive. Dickens wanted to write something to shed light on the masses and on all those struggles. He wanted to do something meaningful, something important. The result is a tale that's synonymous with Christmas compassion and the power of change. In the telling of our version of that story, Scrooge is making his way home from the office. While he does, let's just take a quick break.
Hi, everyone. Some of you might wonder a little bit about the 5 ministries that are being supported tonight: Lutheran World Hunger, Lutheran Disaster Response, Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Services, the Way Station in North Conway, and Cathedral in the Night, Northampton, Massachusetts. So, as a way of helping you learn a little bit, take a look at this short video.
Hello. Before the pandemic, Joyce and I went to Africa to see missions we helped support. In Rwanda, we visited schools funded by ELCA World Hunger. These schools empowered their students with skills they can use for a lifetime. By developing useful skills, they lift families out of the cycle of poverty. Pray for ELCA World Hunger programs and Christmas blessings to you and your family.
Hi, I'm Doreen. Lutheran Disaster Response brings hope and healing to people suffering from disasters both in the United States and around the world. It provides immediate relief, but also support for the long haul, way after the TV cameras have left. LDR is accompanying our companions in Ukraine, but also in neighboring Hungary, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Moldova, Lithuania, and the Czech Republic. We are indeed blessed to have this ministry.
Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Evan Moylan. I'm a proud Calumet alum and the former chair of the board of directors for Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service. For more than 80 years, LIRS has stood on the front lines for our church as the voice of welcome and advocacy for those displaced from their home at no fault of their own. In this Christmas season, we remember that our own Savior, whose birth we celebrate, days after his birth was forced across borders for his safety. In this Christmas season, I give thanks for the work of LIRS.org and for all of you for your support. Merry Christmas.
Hi there, I'm Nathan. The Way Station is a ministry that helps the homeless and housing insecure of Mount Washington Valley. We live in the only county in New Hampshire that has no homeless shelter, so the Way Station pitches in by giving things like food, laundry cards, gas cards, so people who sleep in their vehicles can keep them warm. We give warm camping supplies to those who have no other place. And we advocate for people. We provide post office boxes, many other services. Thank you so much for considering the Way Station.
Good evening, Calumet Nation. I'm Pastor Steph Smith, the pastor of Cathedral in the Night, an outdoor church in Western Mass in Northampton, where we do ministry among those who are experiencing poverty and homelessness and those living with mental illness and addiction. Your support tonight reminds those who are often not seen or heard or feel valued that they are indeed loved just as they are. So thank you so much for your support. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year.
When we left him, Scrooge was making his way from the office to those gloomy suite of rooms he called home. It was a building that used to belong to his partner Marley, as a matter of fact. When he came through the fog to that dreary house, a strange thing happened involving the door knocker. Now, it's a fact that there was nothing at all particular about that knocker on the door, except that it was very large. And let it also be known, Scrooge had not bestowed a single thought on Marley since his mention of his 7 years dead partner earlier that afternoon. And yet, as Scrooge inserted his key into the lock on the door, he saw not a knocker, but Marley's face. To say that he was not startled or that his blood gave a little chill would be untrue. In fact, Scrooge gave his home a walkthrough for safe measure, ensuring that there was no one else, or should I say nothing else, in the house with him. And still, as he sat in his bed eating his evening gruel, his thoughts could not shake the image of his dead partner's face.
Of course it wasn't Marley. Just the fog and these old eyes playing tricks on me. Who is that? Who goes there? I demand you leave at this instant! What kind of ghost is this? Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Marley? Is that really you? How is this possible? What do you want from me?
Much. I wear this dismal chain, which I forged in life. I made it link by link, yard by yard, by the actions I undertook against my fellow man.
But you were always such a good man of business.
Business? Mankind should have been my business. The common welfare should have been my business. Mercy, compassion, charity, all should have been my business. But oh, how I failed. Does the chain's pattern look familiar to you? Do you feel the weight and length of the strong coil that you bear yourself? Your own chain was this full and heavy, and as long as this one 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it very hard ever since. It is a ponderous chain.
Am I doomed too, then, to share in this miserable fate?
You, Scrooge! You have but one chance and hope to escape my fate. One chance and hope that I have made possible for you.
You were always such a good friend to me, Jacob.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Actually, that doesn't really sound much like a favor.
It is!
Still, I'd rather not.
Yes, without these visits, you cannot hope to escape my fate. Expect the first visit tonight, before the bell tolls 1.
Well, couldn't I just have them all at once and then we could get it over with?
Don't take this lightly, Scrooge. This is your last and only hope. You will not see me again. But for the sake of your soul, do not forget what we have discussed this evening.
Some of you might find it interesting to know. When Charles Dickens wrote this story, he was one of the most popular authors in England. And yet, despite that, his publishers refused to pay for this strange story they thought wouldn't have any kind of audience. Because Charles Dickens was already successful in his writing, he went and spent his own money to publish this book, this story for us. And it hasn't been out of print since. In keeping with that theme, let's learn a little bit more about tonight's love offering.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying tonight's live broadcast of A Calumet Christmas Carol. I can assure you that already there have been a few unplanned mistakes. But we're going to keep going, and we're just hoping you're having a good time. I wanted to say a word about the love offering that I mentioned earlier. And the love offering is going to be split between 5 charities, ministries: Lutheran World Hunger, Lutheran Disaster Response, Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Services, the Way Station in North Conway, and Cathedral in the Night, Northampton, Massachusetts. All of these ministries will benefit from you and many people like you choosing to make a small gift toward the love offering. To do that, all throughout this whole live broadcast, Ginger is sitting by her laptop waiting to hear from you. This is how it's going to work. You'll send Ginger an email, ginger@calumet.org, with the words love offering in the subject line. And then in the body of the email, you'll say, "Hi, Ginger, I'm so-and-so, and I'd like to pledge $20, $50, $5, $300,000. Whatever you think, whatever makes sense to you." And then Ginger will immediately send you a link that can be used for the love offering, and you can fulfill that pledge tonight or tomorrow whenever you get around to it. And we're going to keep track of that, and we're going to see how we do tonight. So I hope that you, wherever you are, will decide that this is an important and wonderful way for Calumet to be alive in the world and participating in helping with a whole variety of need. Thanks so much for being here tonight, and I'll visit you again in a little bit.
After his visit from Marley's ghost, there's probably nothing more Scrooge would have liked to have done than say, "Bah, humbug," and forget the whole thing. But he knew that there was some truth to what Marley had said. So he didn't say humbug, but instead, and perhaps it was from emotion, or the fatigue of the day, or the lateness of the hour, Scrooge went straight to bed and immediately fell asleep. When Scrooge woke, it was so dark that looking out of bed, he could scarcely distinguish the transparent window from the opaque walls of his bedchamber. With memories of his recent spectral visit fresh in his mind, it's no surprise we find him a bit on edge.
Three spirits to haunt me. Oh, Jacob, why do you torture me so? And the first to come at the stroke of one. Ah! Ah! Oh. Oh, blast.
Scrooge!
Ah! Oh. Are you the spirit? The one who was foretold to come to me?
I am they, the ghost of Christmas past.
Oh, spirit, why do you haunt me? Why are you here?
For your welfare, Ebenezer, for the salvation of your immortal soul. Rise and walk with me.
These are but shadows of things that have been. They have no consciousness of us.
Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves?
You recollect it?
I remember it. I can recite it by heart.
Strange to have forgotten for so many years.
I have forgotten much since then. So many Christmas Eves here alone, on this bench, at this school. You know, I used to dream. It doesn't matter now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. It's just, there was a caroler earlier at my door. I wish I would have given them something, that's all.
Brother, I've come to bring you home.
Bring me home?
Yes, home for good and all. Father is so much gentler now and has granted me a favor. And the favor is to have you home. And he has proved his word by sending me in a coach to fetch you. It'll be so good to have you home.
Yeah. Always a delicate creature, your sister. Oh, but she had such a large heart.
So she had, Spirit. You are right.
She died too young, but had a child, I think.
She did.
Your nephew, Fred. Let us see another Christmas.
There I am! Oh, and so young! And Dick Wilkins, here he is! Oh, bless him!
Yo ho, my boys. No more work tonight. 'Tis Christmas Eve. The guests are coming. I hear them now. Clear away. Let's have lots of room here. Hilly ho, Dick. Cheer up, Ebenezer.
Fantastic.
This party.
Best night of the year.
Christmas is here.
How wonderful. Hello, everyone. How are you? Oh, good to see you. So nice to thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, good.
Oh, Merry Christmas. So nice to see you all.
So nice to see you very much. That's just
that looks delicious. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
Oh, this is just wonderful. No,
Shall we?
There we go. Thank you.
Shall we
Merry
have
Christmas, everyone. Toast. Merry
Christmas.
Just excellent, brother.
Very good.
You were happy then. Not an expensive party for Fezziwig to host.
Not expensive.
He has spent but a few £100 of your mortal money. A small price to pay to create so much joy. Is that not enough for him to deserve praise?
It's not that, Spirit. It's as if the things that he did were imperceivable. He had the power in his hands to make me happy or unhappy, to make my service burdensome or light. If we were to say that, Spirit, it's as if that would cost more than a fortune.
As soon as Scrooge uttered these words, he realized how true they were, and perhaps the thought of Bob Cratchit crossed his mind for just a moment.
What is it?
Nothing.
Something, I think.
I'd like to say a word to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. That's all.
He is not yet born, I'm afraid. But quick, my time grows short.
It matters little, Ebenezer. I have been replaced by another love.
What other love?
A golden one.
I earn money to keep from a life mired in filth and grime. Living in poverty is hard.
You fear the world too much. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, money, engrosses you. Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were young and poor and content to be that way. You are much changed since then.
That is not true.
Is it not? If there were no history between us, would you be here now seeking me out? A girl with no dowry to offer by way of cash or coin?
You think not.
All right, say you would put aside your one golden guiding principle and choose this dowerless girl. Surely regret and repentance would soon follow. I know they would, and I release you from it. I release us both from it for the love of him you once were. There may be some pain for a very brief time, but then you will wake from it as if from a dream and be glad of it. May you be happy in the life you have chosen for yourself.
Spirit, why do you torment me so? Why do you show me these things?
As I told you, these are but shadows of things that have been. That they are what they are, do not blame me.
Oh, torment me no longer, haunt me no longer, take me back home.
It seems as though Scrooge is starting to rethink his ways just after this first visit. I'm sure there are moments in your life that have been pivotal to you or someone you know. We have interactions with people every day. Some of them are forgettable, and others are so unforgettable that they change our lives, that they shift the course of those lives or the lives of others around us. We hope for good. But as both sinners and saints, we know we sometimes fall short. In this Advent season, as we prepare for the birth of Jesus and root ourselves in the hope of his coming and the grace and forgiveness that is given to us, it's an opportunity to reflect, to reconsider, and to choose another way. A way of living in that promise that transforms our lives and others. We see that kind of transformation in Scrooge's next couple of visits. Let's take just a moment now and have some special music. It seems as though Scrooge...
Hi everyone. I hope you're still enjoying this great performance tonight by our wonderful volunteers in front of the camera and behind the camera. And again, a reminder with a love offering, you can send an email to ginger@calumet.org with the words love offering in the subject line. And again, she's at her laptop waiting to hear from you, and she'll respond to you immediately. Thanks again to Dave Piper and all the people who helped him with the music tonight. Check out this musical piece.
Away in a manger, no crib for his bed. Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love you, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Who is this child? Who can it be? The little child in a manger, asleep peacefully, the angels sing. Good news they bring. The child asleep in the hay will one day be a king. Who is this child in a manger? Who can it be? Crib for his bed. The little child in the Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The angels stars in the sky. Good news they bring. Down where he lay. The child asleep, little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
My room. My room. Oh, good. Oh, good. My room. Oh. But how long have I been gone? Hours? Weeks? Days?
Ebenezer, come and see me.
Who is that? Is that you, Spirit? The next one who's come to haunt me?
Come on, Ebenezer, come and see me. Come, get to know me better. It is I, the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me, man. Have you ever seen the likes of me before?
Never.
Never walked forth with any members of my younger family?
How many family members do you have?
Oh, 1,800.
1,800? That is quite a family to provide for. Spirit, last night I learned a lesson. It's beginning to work its way into my heart. If I can learn something from you, I am ready to profit from it. Lead on, Spirit.
Take my arm, let's go see some stuff.
What time did Father say he and Tiny Tim would be home?
I would have expected him by now. Oh, my, how the goose is coming out nice this year.
Mama, and Martha, isn't she coming this year?
Well, I expect all the Cratchits are running late this year, my dear. Now, you be sure, make sure everyone gets a spoon, and you are doing such a good job.
Here comes Martha.
Hello. Oh, Mother. Oh, bless my heart, my dear. How late you are. Now, come on in, get warm by the fire.
Oh, there's no time. Father's almost here. Let's have a little fun, shall we?
Oh, you saw him? Come, quick.
Hello.
Oh, there they are. Welcome home. Oh, Tiny Tim, how are you? Come, sit down.
Here we go, Tim.
Now, how did Tiny Tim behave?
Oh, good as gold. You know, he sometimes thinks some strange things. And on the way home, he said to me he was glad that he would have been seen in church today, so that the people might be reminded of somebody as frail as he.
Bless his little heart.
Would remind them of the one who made the lame walk in the blind see. What a clever boy.
Yes.
And where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Martha? Not coming, it's Christmas.
It's only a joke, Father. I'm right here.
Well, we're all here then. Let's all sit down and have dinner.
Come.
Everything
have a
looks
seat.
wonderful.
It's all ready.
Lord, thank you for this Merry Christmas. Thank you for everyone gathered here, for we are grateful for all that we have. Help us to spread your love this year to our neighbors so that we may be good to them. God bless them, and God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Indeed.
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
Well, let me see. I see an empty chair in the corner. Oh, a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unchanged for the future, well, the kid'll die.
No, Spirit, no, tell me it's not true. No.
Well, best it happen now to decrease the surplus population. What of it you to decide who shall live and who shall die? You think you're so important and mighty. But God doesn't think you any better to live than millions of Tiny Tims. You have all the wealth, all the things, but you got no heart. You're a selfish little man. Ooh.
Although he is a comical fellow, and not so pleasant as he might be, and even though he wouldn't take it from me, he may have it nevertheless. And so I wish a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to the old man. God bless you, Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, my dear nephew Fred. Oh, I do not deserve your blessing, but I am so thankful for your enduring kindness. And I say, bless you as well. Spirit? Spirit? Spirit, where have you gone? Why have you left me here all alone, Spirit? Why have you left me here all alone? Why am I still here? Spirit, come back, Spirit. Come back, Spirit. Why have you left me here all alone? I keep... No.
This might be a good time to take a little break, don't you think? Let's take that break and enjoy this next piece of music.
Hi, everyone. I'm back to say a quick reminder to you about that love offering. Ginger is waiting to hear from you and anyone else who'd like to. ginger@calumet.org with love offering in the subject line. I'm so thankful to Dave Piper, who put all the music together for us tonight. And he was helped by others. And here's one of those musical selections that I hope will give you and all of us a bit of a lift as we continue to be together tonight.
Peace on earth and
That was lovely. It was especially nice to take the time to settle in and wrap the Calumet spirit around myself. Because we all know what comes next. The ghost of Christmas future. And this ghost means business. The phantom slowly, gravely, silently approached. When it came near to him, Scrooge bent down upon his knee. It was shrouded in a deep black garment, which concealed its head, its face, its form, and left nothing of it visible, save one outstretched hand. But for this, it would have been difficult to detach its figure from the night and separate it from the darkness by which it was surrounded.
Are you the ghost of Christmases yet to come? Have you come to show me of shadows the things that may be? Oh, Spirit, it's you I fear the most out of any ghost that has haunted me yet. Oh, but I know that you are here to do me good, and I'm willing to endure your presence and profit from whatever lesson you have. Lead on, O Spirit.
Heard you pay cash money for goods.
If they're good.
Better than anything I see around here.
Oh, so say you, but I'll be the judge. Oh, I see we need no introduction as you seem to know each other.
We do at that.
No shame in it. Everyone has the right to take care of themselves. He certainly did.
Quite right, Agnes. Quite right.
Who's the worst for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, right, Joe?
The truth, if ever heard it, Eden. The truth.
If he wanted someone to keep him after he was dead, he should have found someone to look after him when he was alive, instead of driving everyone off with his saltiness and his surliness, lying there by himself, gasping for his last breath, all alone.
What are these, bed curtains?
Yes, bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took them down, rings and all, while he was still lying there?
What do you think? Of course I did.
You were born to make your fortune, Enid, and I'm sure you'll do just that.
Ooh, blankets too.
Yes, blankets.
Oh, I hope he didn't die of anything catching.
Oh.
Look.
Ooh, very nice.
And that shirt there was the finest he had. Would have been wasted if it wasn't for me.
Wasted? How do you mean wasted?
Well, putting it on him would be to be buried. That's where it would have gone.
Oh, the irony. He frightened everyone away in life only to profit us in his death.
Spirit, this case of this unhappy man might be mine if I do not change my ways. Yes? What, Spirit? Who lies underneath the sheet, Spirit? Who is this person in this dark and dismal place without a man, woman, or child to say a kind word? Who's there, Spirit? Spirit, I've learned my lesson. I don't need to look. I understand. But Spirit, please, show me some kindness in this world. Show me somebody who had some nice to say about this poor soul. Could you please? I don't need to look. I really don't. Please, Spirit, show me something else.
Seems rather past time for Father to be home.
It is indeed. He's walked a little slower these last few evenings.
I've known him to walk with. I've known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder. Very fast indeed.
And so have I, often.
He was so very light. And his father loved him so.
Here's Father now. I'll put your tea on, Father.
Thank you, dear.
So how'd it go?
You would have done well to see it, to see how green it is there. But you will see it often. I told them we would go there on Sundays. Sweet child, our little boy.
Oh, Spirit, why do you show me these things? Who was lying underneath that sheet before, Spirit? Tell me. Spirit, why are we here? Why have you brought me to this dreadful place? Whose name is on the gravestone, Spirit? Spirit, before I draw closer to the stone in which you point, answer me one question. Are these the things that will be? Are these the shadows of things that may be? Oh, Spirit. Oh, Spirit. Oh, Spirit. Oh, Spirit, it's not. Oh, Spirit. Spirit, your mercies intercede for me. Tell me that I may erase my name from this stone. Tell me that I may change these shadows of things that may be. Oh, Spirit, I can do it. I can be a better man. I will keep Christmas in my heart all the year. I will not forget the lessons I have learned this night. I will keep the past, the present, and the future. I will keep the lessons the spirits have taught me. Oh, please. I will be a better man. I can do it, Spirit. Oh, please, Spirit. I'm alive! I'm alive! Oh, spirits, you did it! I will keep present. I will keep Christmas. I will remember the past, the present, and the future. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven be praised! You did it! I don't know what to do. I'm happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm light as a feather. I'm happy as an angel. I'm giddy as a drunken man. Oh, what shall I do? Oh, I know. Oh. You there, children, what day is it? What day is today?
Today? Why, Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day! Oh, I didn't miss it. The spirits have done it all in one night. Children, do you know the butcher block down the block?
We better.
Oh, yes, very intelligent lad, people, kids. Yes, of course you do. Is the prize turkey still hanging there?
What? The one as big as me?
I suppose it is. Yes.
It's hanging there now.
Oh, good. Okay, listen, go and buy it and have it sent to the Cratchit residence at 18 Byam Street in Camden Town. Here, and keep whatever's left over for yourselves.
No way!
Yes way. Now off with you. Oh, Cratchit won't know who gave it. It'll be twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, I got it. Yeah! Good day, sirs. Good day. How are you?
Mr. Scrooge.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I apologize for my behavior last evening. I'd like to make a gift.
Lord, bless me! Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
I am serious and not a penny less. Many a back payments in that, I assure you.
I don't know what to say.
Please, don't say anything. Just please, come see me again. Many more where that came from. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Rod, for the footage.
Hello, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And a very Merry Christmas to you, Uncle.
I know, it must seem like a very peculiar greeting coming from me, but I've been shown the errors of my ways, and no more. Now, I'd like to celebrate Christmas with you, Nephew Fred, if you'll have me.
Why, yes, of course. Please, come in.
Oh, and a Merry Christmas to your lovely wife.
Clara.
Oh, yes, Clara. Pardon me for not coming for before.
Well, you are here now, dear uncle, and that is what's most important.
Yes, but not to stay, I'm afraid. Many amends to make this fine day. But perhaps I'll come back this evening. We can share sherry by the fire.
Why, yes, that would be just splendid.
Oh, wonderful. A Merry Christmas to you both.
It's so nice out today.
It is quite mild. Do you think we could chance a stroll after our dinner?
Yes, Father.
Yes,
Sounds lovely.
I wonder who that could be on Christmas
Come
morning.
in! Mr. Scrooge!
Cratchit, why are you not at the office?
We talked about this. You gave me the day off. It's Christmas.
Day off? That doesn't sound like something I would do.
You're right. It doesn't sound like something you would do. Doesn't sound like that at all. Showing up here on Christmas Day to press my husband into service, that sounds like you. You work him 10 times harder than you should, and you pay him 10 times less than he deserves. Why, I have a mind to...
You're right. You're right.
What? I'm sorry.
You're right, Mrs. Cratchit. I've treated your husband terribly. And I'm sorry, Bob. I truly am. But that ends today. From now on, I'm doubling your salary. No, wait! I am tripling it and a bonus for many years of service.
What? I don't understand.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Scrooge.
Call me Ebenezer, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ebenezer. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's this? Come here, Tim. Come here.
Father, there's a man at the door with a turkey twice the size as me.
What's that? Oh my. What's this?
Some boys, they came to my store and they said that this turkey was to be ordered and delivered to this address.
What, from whom?
You know, they didn't say. Other than it was a crazy old man, very energetic, who tipped them nearly half a pound.
Merry Christmas, Bob. Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim. Merry Christmas to all the Cratchits.
Merry
Christmas.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
this has become a Christmas to remember.
Indeed it has. We are blessed, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
That we are. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Well, there you have it. That was something else, wasn't it? I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you were glad to have made the time to participate as an audience member for this cool event. The next week, it's still part of Advent. This time for wondering deeply about the ways that you can prepare your heart and your mind for the ways that Jesus is seeking to enter in. I want to mention again the love offering. I hope that you've participated in some way. You can send that email to ginger@calumet.org with love offering in the subject line, and she will respond to your email immediately. You'll just say, Ginger, I'd like to give whatever amount of money for the love offering, and she'll send you a link right away and you can take care of it. And if you decide that while you're making the love offering, you also want to make a contribution to Calumet, we're not going to get in the way. We will not stand in the way of you being generous to Calumet too. Hey, Calumet Nation is special. It's unique. It's awesome. And what a cool thing for us to experience being together as Calumet Nation now. And maybe we'll do it again. Thanks for being here, and you are swell. If you enjoyed this experience, spread the word. Maybe some others will participate in a future experience that is similar to this. All the best to you. Blessings to you. Enjoy these holy days, and when the holy days of Christmas come along, remember there are 12 of those. I hope that you'll really, really make the most of all of those 12 days of Christmas. Good night, everyone.
The ground has all gone quiet after the autumn. The leaves, they have fallen, and the earth has frozen cold. In the winter still we seek comfort from the storm. Come in from the cold, friend, where we can keep you warm. Our love will keep us warm. In the winter still, we see wonder all around. A child's face at first flakes when the snow is coming down. In a sacred sunrise morning or crisp moonlight glow, in a smile that I'd forgotten from an old friend that I know, from an old friend that I know. In the winter still, we hold our loved ones dear. We travel miles and miles just to be here. In the winter still we sing the same familiar songs. One silent night when we forget all the weary world's wrongs. All the weary world's wrongs. Still, there's a moment just to rest, a time to be mindful of the things we love the best, the kind of presents we yearn for when we only take the time, the moments with each other, the best gift we could find, the best gift we could find. In the winter still, we keep watch through the night. We look out for tomorrow and burn our fires bright. In the winter still we wait through the darkest days of the year. We know there's light ahead and we're all together here. We're all